Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I want to talk about the Vazen 50mm T2.1 1.8 anamorphic lens. So I want to say this isn't my first anamorphic lens. If you checked out some of my last couple videos, you'll see that the other anamorphic lens I used is a custom Sankor 16C projector lens paired with a Helios in an SLR Magic rangefinder. So I combined on that together to, well, it's basically the DIY anamorphic setup. So honestly, I came across this lens and I thought it would be a great pickup, so I decided to go ahead and invest in something different. So just a disclaimer, this isn't my first anamorphic lens, but this is my first Vazen. So for starters, this lens comes in this carrying case. I got this straight from Vazen directly. They shipped it all the way from Hong Kong. The shipping actually only took maybe about, I want to say 4 to 5 business days. Actually, it actually came a little bit faster. So if you're looking to buy this lens, you can definitely go on their website and purchase it. So I did get the PL mount version of this lens. Now it does come with interchangeable mounts, so I can actually switch this and make it an EF mount lens if I ever so decide to. So this is the inside of the lens. If you ever use anamorphic, then you know all about this right here, how it's squished towards the outside. But if you check the regular side, it's squished on the outside, but if you check the regular side, it's a circle, and this is what creates the squeeze factor, which gives you that oval bokeh that everybody likes so much. Just give you a quick look here. This is the focus ring. It's pretty smooth. As you can see, they have the Vazen logo at the front. Again, this is the 50mm T2.1 version. The aperture control right here. Look, it is pretty smooth. Overall, it's a nice quality lens. I guess one of the things I should point out is this front lens cover is not flat. So with that being said, like if you're sitting on the table, it's not going to lay flat. It does have a curve. You can kind of see it right there, but it does have a curve to it. Here's the lens compared to the 35mm Meike full frame prime lens, just so you can kind of get a look at the size difference, which actually isn't too bad. But as you can, as you can tell, the PL mount, as you can see with the PL mount, it is a little bit longer. But both of these are actually two great lenses, so I'll maybe do a video on this one in the future. But for now, we'll just talk about the Vazen. And I just wanted to do a quick size comparison compared to my custom anamorphic projector lens. You'll pretty much see that these are basically the same size. The custom anamorphic lens is a little bit, maybe slightly longer. They're around the same size, but this is in comparison to my custom anamorphic lens, just so you can kind of get an idea of how big the actual lens is. So like I said, this lens, it's a PL mount lens. However, it does come with an EF mount that you can actually change yourself. So if anybody likes to shoot with EF glass, that would actually be dope. So there you go. Boop, boop, boop. Just look at the lens inside the case. So I actually haven't got a chance to film on this lens yet, but I will say, man, so far from all the footage that I watched on YouTube, it's definitely what convinced me to go out and purchase it. I will say, if you know anything about anamorphic, you can get anything from a 1.3 squeeze, 1.5, 1.8, all the way up to 2x squeeze, which is, the 2x squeeze is probably the most popular. So with that being said, it's a 50mm lens. But the field of view is more comparable to like a 27mm. So I mean, you can actually use this lens to do a whole lot. First impression of the lens, I'll definitely say very well made, very sturdy. But I mean, this lens is pretty expensive, so I would say you definitely expect a metal lens. So they didn't disappoint in that regards. I am excited to go ahead and use the lens. Like I say, this lens is popular. This is actually one of the cheaper anamorphics on the market. In terms of getting an anamorphic lens with a 1.8 squeeze, this is one of the cheapest ones on the market. And you can actually get this lens cheaper if you reach out to Vazen. Get this lens open box for about $2,500 cheaper. Currently, they only do open box for the full frame lenses, so you can't really get a better deal on the Micro Four Thirds or the Komodo lenses at this point. But hey, if you want to get this lens, you want to get it a little bit cheaper, cool, you can do it that way. Alright, so let's talk a little bit more about the squeeze factor. Again, this is a 1.8 squeeze lens, so with that being said, when you load it into Premiere, There's not a template for it. You got to manually do it, but instead of 2 times, so it just falls a little bit under 2 times, but it still gives you a perfect anamorphic look that a lot of people like, and also a look that we know and love. So like I said, it is a 1.8 squeeze factor on here. All right, so why did I purchase this lens? What am I planning to do with this lens? So number one, I've been using my anamorphic lens for the last 2 years, the one that I put together myself, and I just felt it was time to finally invest in a different piece of glass. I was originally going to get a lens like the Great Joy, but the only thing I didn't like about that lens was that the constant squeeze changed. So when somebody's closer to you, it's more of like a 1.3, 1.4 squeeze, and when it's at infinity, it's actually 1.8 like this lens. So as soon as I found that out, I was like, you know what, that lens isn't for me. Although I may try some of their other lenses, but you know, this just is a lens I came across, and I kept doing research, and it just made sense. And it was a birthday gift to myself. So, but overall with the lens, I would say my biggest goal is pretty much just to work on more short film and music video content. Overall, I shoot a lot of music videos, so I wanted to be able to give my music videos a different look, but I also wanted to further experiment with an anamorphic lens. And I'm one of those people, I don't really like to rent equipment. Pretty much I own all of my gear, and I'm one of those people, I heavily research it, and then I determine if it's something I want to invest in. If I don't like it, I'll just resell it later. But for me, I'm definitely going to do a lot of films, going to do a lot of music video work, definitely more commercial work as well. But overall, you know, remember, these lenses are tools. These tools are designed to, you know, just help us achieve different looks. You don't really need these lenses, but you know, at the end of the day, if you want to try something new, go ahead. All right. So with that being said, just expect a couple test videos to come through. Like I say, at this moment, I've owned this lens for maybe about a week or two, but just expect a lot of test footage, and not even test footage, but just short films and different projects that I plan to work on. So I look forward to posting more videos about the lens, or videos that I've shot with the lens for that matter. And I look forward to connecting with everybody. So hey, like and subscribe, and take it easy and have a good day. More content coming soon.